What is going on, everybody? It's the Frost coming back again with another Celestials Daybreak reaction video. This time we're going over... We upgraded our starter decks again. Chronodile starter deck breakdown. We're about to find out what's in the Chronodile starter deck. Tomorrow, obviously, will probably be the other starter deck. So let's get into this right now.
Told y'all I was improving the starter decks to make them more and more competitive every single set, and Daybreak is no exception. Let's break down the Chronodile starter deck and some stellar surprises hidden inside.
Two Stellars.
We're counting down 25 days until Daybreak pre-orders open on July 12th.
So will that mean that Chronodile and its first form be the ones that are stellar? Because we've had stellars, obviously, like set one. Well, Kickstarter, you had like Necra, Sluggle, and the first evolution, the first form of the mascots as stellars. In first edition, it was the mascots themselves that were stellars. And of course, when we got to second set, Frostfall, it was Cryoling and the Imperial Watts first form. So, are we gonna get both of those now?
Mark it on your calendars. Let's talk set list for this Chronodile starter deck, which is absolutely nuts. Obviously, we're going to be kicking this off with Chronodile and 3 Sundials and a
Three
Nomodile.
Sundials.
The opportunity to turbo your Sundial into a Nomodile in your end phase and then keep it around to go right into Chronodile is massive. Let's not forget about some Solar Elestrals with Plucky, providing you that divine search, being able to search out your Poseidon, which makes an appearance in this deck. 2 Foamies gives you a crucial float Elestral in water that can get you out into your other water Elestrals without any problems. And we've also included 2 Tadpuffs into this deck.
Tadpuff is a very good card to have in any water deck because it is a special cast. You can special cast it, and if you have a 2-cost Celestial in your deck, in your hand, not in your deck, but in your hand, you could special cast a Tadpuff and then go right into that second 2-cost Celestial in the same turn, because normally you can only do 1 cast per turn, but with Tadpuff, it's expend 1, play this one down, and go right into, say, like Globby or any other type of 2-cost Celestial. It's a very good card
to be able to special cast out your 2-cost Elestrals with ease, and also just get out stronger Elestrals in general. Galaxy provides that defensive stat swapping to allow these Elestrals to hit even harder, and 2 Aphros provides you more power on the deck, while Dratagua provides you that healing that water is so well known for. 2 Eddie, our brand new water Elestral, will be able to change position Elestrals, and paired with Rock in a Hard Place, can special ascend into Kurobis, a brand new non-attack water Elestral.
Yes, but if you don't say, but this is another one that's a 2-cost Celestial that if you don't have your Eddie on field, or you don't have Eddie in your hand, but you happen to have that Tadpuff, you special cast the Tadpuff, ascend it straight in the Kurobus, boom, you're ready to go.
That can utilize Poseidon to full effect to destroy cards on the field and heal spirits. Absolutely nuts. We've also tossed in a Porcutide to round out our Elestral list.
Wow, it's solar and water, but it's heavy water. There's almost like very few solar in this. Like, it feels like there's a lot more water in this deck than there is solar. It feels like it's a water solar deck instead of a solar water deck.
And what is by far our best starter deck so far. Moving on to the runes, we've got 2 Nectar of the Gods for draw
Always
power
need those.
and 2 Ambrosia to heal your
Always
spirit
need
deck.
those.
This deck does not feature Apollo, however the Pharaohgeist starter deck will feature Apollo.
Why does this not? Oh, because like I said, this feels like it's a. Why is Apollo not in here? That's so stupid. This is definitely it. See, solar is supposed to be what we're getting in Daybreak. That's supposed to be the overall thing, but this is clearly a water solar deck if you don't have Apollo in here.
But this one features Poseidon, the Water Divine rune, and 2 Trident of Poseidons to be able to activate the Trident of Poseidon lock, preventing your opponents from activating counter runes. 2 Atlantis provides your stadium control, while 2 Rock in a Hard Place is going to enable that turbo strategy.
So you have to have some Lunar,
but also provide some destruction on both Elestral and rune perspectives. I've also added in some really awesome cards to help you on your journey, including Argo, which allows you to search out that Trident of Poseidon when you're attacked. So if your opponent declares attack against you and you have Argo set face down and Poseidon on the field, you can actually stop them from using counter runes until they destroy you. Altar of Stars reprint is here, ladies and gentlemen, and so
That is a very good card to have. That is, I definitely need one of those or two.
Who is Gorgon's Gaze? I'm a man
Wow,
of the people. I
GG.
got you guys covered. Both these cards are.
But you only give us one altar and two GGs. I think you should give us two of each. I don't know what they're thinking there.
Coming to the Crocodile starter deck alongside 2 Tsunami.
Of course.
This deck is actually nuts, and I think that if you guys see it, you'll see that you can legitimately pick this up with the 3 packs that come inside and be able to dive into Elestrals in an incredible way. And that gets me really amped up. And I'm super excited for some of these staple reprints as we could.
So, how are you upgrading your starter decks again? This doesn't seem like it's an upgrade of anything. It just seems like a normal starter deck. What's the upgrade?
Continue to commit to ensuring that this game is not super high cost to get into, and you guys can play with your friends.
He's saying it's not super high cost to get into, but if you really want to be a competitive player, it's high cost to get into because there's going to be staple cards that aren't available still outside of certain first set starter decks that you're going to need. And the fact that Altar the Stars for the first time is not going to be hollow is great, but it's only in the starter deck or base set booster boxes, and I don't know how many of those are left.
Friends, and get these reprints of these staples and just have a good time. So that is your Crocodile SD. You've got 12 Leviathans, 6 Luminapes, and 2 Aloons to be able to use your Rock in a Hard Place. And that rounds it all out, your 60 card deck.
The fact,
have plenty of surprise.
The fact that Solar, it's just funny, it's the fact that Solar is supposed to be the new thing, the new gimmick, the new everything. And the first starter deck you get is not Solar Water Lunar, it's Water Solar Lunar. It's like, are you kidding me? When we got like Cross Scorch and Imperial Water, both heavy frost with thunder and fire and a little bit of water, and I don't remember what the Imperial Water one. That is the Cloud Scorch. I do not know what my Imperial Water one is. I have no idea what my Imperial Water box is. But yeah, so it's very odd that we're going with. So it feels like the way, and it feels like Luna. I mean, of course, you're going to get Apollo in the other deck because you're not going to have the Luna Divine show up in DayBreak when we have its own set coming next time.
Prizes in store for y'all, so let's get to those. As always, these decks are going to come with a brand new how to play guide, 3 sealed booster packs.
I do like the fact that the how to play guide changes every time. I got one of, this is the Kickstarter one right here, and I got 2 for the Cryo Scorches, which I think would be cool if the starter deck, and of course they're going to do the face of the starting, but I think it would be cool if the starter decks were printed with the cover of the starter deck that you get. Just my thoughts.
Which is super awesome, as well as the Solar
Ooh,
D20
look at that orange bad boy. Definitely gonna get one of those with the Ferrogeist.
This thing is absolutely beautiful. It features a really cool color palette of oranges and yellows that captures what Solar is all about. So make sure you get this nice D20 to add to your collection. Now, this wouldn't be Elestrals if we didn't have incredible Stellar cards that you can find in these products. And much like we've done with previous starter decks, the Stellar rare for this Chronodile starter deck is indeed Stellar Sundial. One of my absolute...
Look at that blue, man. That looks so good. That is such a good Stellar. I know one thing that Dan's complaints in Pokemon, because the Stellar, of course, that comes from Pokemon, is that a lot of them lately have been lazy. I mean, look at Ceruledge and Armarouge. They're just their eyes change color. A lot of shinies are very lazily done, and it's like a palette swap, or it's like they're subtly done. And he's made it his mission to make every single Stellar that you see in Elestrals are going to be as epic as possible. Have they hit that with every single one of them? I'm not sure about that. I think the Kim Leo Stellar looks great, but Leonite doesn't hit as well. So...
absolute favorite designs. Daniel Reyes has done it once again. Sundial goes from its wonderful yellow color palette to being this beautiful blue crocodile, which is so dang cute. And again, only 99 copies of this card will ever exist all time. This is one you most certainly want to add to your collection, as Sundial is just absolutely incredible. An amazing new Stellar rare added into the Chronodile starter deck. But listen, I'm not done there, because I want to continue to elevate and continue to raise the bar every single set. So every starter deck has a chance of getting a Stellar Sundial. Only 99 decks will have that, but every starter deck will also have a chance of getting a reverse stellar rune, Rock in a Hard Place.
Wow.
That's right, Rock in a Hard Place can come as a reverse stellar in these starter decks as well at a much higher pull rate than a regular stellar.
Could you imagine getting both the Stellar Sundial and the reverse Stellar Rock in a Hard Place? Could you just imagine the sheer dumb luck? And a lot of those out there who get like multiple decks to try and get these, I guarantee you, one of those people who get like 3 or 4 Stellars every time they get this stuff is going to get one deck that's going to have both of them. Just saying.
Which is limited to just 99 copies. This Rock in a Hard Place Stellar features some incredible Alestrals and the Argo ship itself as Stellar, and this is a card you definitely want to add to your collection. I cannot wait to continue to raise the bar on...
How is that reverse Stellar, though? Is it just like the holo is going... I don't know.
How we open starter decks and what that experience is like. I really want to make sure that new and, veteran card players alike playing Alestrals open these starter decks, have a reason to open them, and get such excitement out of them with those 3 booster packs, all of the incredible bells and whistles, and the chances of pulling Stellar Sundial, and of course, Reverse Stellar, Rock in a Hard Place. I don't know about y'all, but I'm super excited for these brand new starter decks, and you're definitely going to pick up a few of them when pre-orders open on July 12th. I'll see y'all tomorrow for a crazy reveal.
See, so yeah, that was the first starter deck. We have Pharaoh, guys, but we still have 2 Alestrals on 2 Alestrals and like 2 runes that have not been revealed yet. So I really thought that was going to be today. We get those done, and then we get the starter deck layout, because why not just reveal everything? So I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'll be here for that. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video. Thank you anybody who watches this, and I'll see you guys for tomorrow's reveal. As he says, it's going to be crazy. Let's hope it is, because, like I said, we have 2 Alestrals and 2 runes, a bunch of Stellars and reverse Stellars and full arts we haven't seen, but those are neither here nor there. I'm not a big keen guy on full arts. If I can just have one of every normal card art, that's fine. But those last 2 Stellars and last 2 Alestrals and last 2 runes have got to be like, boom, boom, 1-2 punches of just epic proportions. But we'll find out soon. We only got 6 more reveal days to go. Until then, my name is France, and I'll see you guys later.